All right. What's going on, everybody? We should be live on the air right now. I'm popping this chat out real quick. See, we got some people already on here. Life-size box. What's going on? It's good to see you. Good to be seen. Wholeness and balanced vibrations. To everybody receiving these words right now. You know? Let's see here. What else we need? I'm gonna set up this background. Boom, boom, boom. Good. And then also, if you're just now joining the money team, welcome. Congratulations. You're officially a part of history. I'm about to share this video to our Facebook group right now, and you already know we pick a winner live on the air. So if you want to win, all you need to do is jump on the Facebook group and share this post, and then I'll actually be picking a winner on our next video, right? So today on the air, I'll be picking yesterday's winner. So that's all you need to do. It's a #1 Bitcoin group in the world. #1 Bitcoin group. 20,000 people growing every day. Shout out to everybody in there. Happy Sunday. Big Sale, what's going on? Damian Parsons, what's going on? Josh Zoe. Everybody's, yeah. Oh, they got the World Cup today? I wouldn't have known it. Didn't even know. Wasn't on my to-do list. You know what I'm saying? Can't tell you the last time I've sat down and watched sports on TV. You know, and that's interesting because I dedicated my whole life, first half of my life, to sports, the pursuit of athletic and academic excellence. Haven't looked back, you know. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Make sure you jump in the Facebook group and share this post right there. Boom, boom. Right. Just click on this little button right here, and let's see. Josh Turner, appreciate the support, sir. There you go. That's all you got to do, right? And what I'll do now is I'll actually load up the one from yesterday. As soon as I can find it. Was that yesterday's? Oh, that was yesterday. Wow. Cool. Good. We'll load that up. We'll go ahead and run through our intro. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Make some money.
Like a boss.
Huh.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today is June 3rd. Happy Sunday to you. And I want to officially welcome you back to the #1 live stream in the world. My name is BK. I'm known as the crypto trader and the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So with that being said, we will be discussing, bam, the 4 horsemen. Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Neo, and Ethereum. I'm going to do a quick rundown of every chart, let you know where the movers, the shakers, and the money makers are at inside of these 4 horses, and which one you should put your money on if you want to ride it off to victory, right? Real quick, if you are just now joining us, thank you and welcome. Know that you are amongst friends and family. 20,000 of my best friends have come together to create the #1 cryptocurrency community in the world. TradingView, Facebook, Patreon. So go on ahead. When you get a chance, go over to the #1 Bitcoin group in the world on Facebook. Just type it in, #1Bitcoin, and you'll be able to join them. Every day I give away every month, actually, I give away, a couple $100, in prizes and, just back to the people, right? So what we do is, all you need to do if you want to win is share this video. This is yesterday's video. These are the people that shared it, and I'm just going to pick somebody. Bam! Uriel Perez. I'm writing your name down right now. Uriel. So you're the winner. I'm writing your name down now. As I mentioned before, every month I am giving away prizes and probably, $100 cash or something like that from our community members, and you just got entered. So if you guys are interested, in doing the same, all you need to do is go to today's post, and that's this one right here. Right, just posted it 5 minutes ago. Them 4 horses right there running around that track. Jump over there and share it, and that will automatically enter you into the contest. That's the post right there. Share that post right there, and I will be picking a winner this same time tomorrow. Right, jumping over to TradingView. We have, this is the website I use to post all the charts. Just type my name in on there, BD Kelly 1203, and you'll be able to see all the technical analysis I give away completely free to the people. This is just, how I see the market. Sometimes it holds up pretty good, sometimes not so much, but together I think when we learn and, make a little bit of money in the process, it's really a fulfilling, transaction, right? And this is kind of a good way to keep me honest, with a lot of the charts too, right? Make sure I'm on my P's and Q's, so feel free to follow me on there. And without further ado, let's go ahead and turn on our TradingView account. So what you see right here is tradingview.com. The method we will be using is the boss method. It's patented intellectual property owned exclusively for the rights and replication of Brandon Kelly LLC. If you're a profit-seeking entity, you will never have my express written consent to use it. If you are a person who's sick and tired of being sick and tired, then I give it to you for free. It is highly, highly effective. 1 moving average, 2 moving averages, a 7 and a 77, and when the white goes above, then it's time to put down your money, jump on the cash train, and go get paid. Bam! And when it goes below, it's got to go, because if it ain't paying, it ain't staying, right? That's it. So looking at Bitcoin, see if we could jump over to one of Bitcoin's charts real quick, just to give you a general. I've done 3 different videos on Bitcoin, so this won't be a big, long, drawn out thing. But Bitcoin is very, very, very strong right now. This is what's called a triple bottom formation, count them up right there. 1, 2, 3, and all too often when that happens, you actually get a chance to go back up from the original point at which you came, which will put us somewhere north of $15,000 to $18,000 right there at that 3.2, right around 19,000. When this thing fills out all the way, we'll be pretty close to 19,000. Keep in mind there are 3 parts to any cycle: breakout, breakdown, flatline. So if we take this early cycle right there and we just use that simple rule: breakout, breakdown, flatline, you see that we are very, very, very close to our next cycle, right, inside a couple of weeks. So now is definitely the time to get you some Bitcoin, to trade those dollars, scrape up all the pennies out your ashtray and all the coins under your mama's couch. Go get you some Bitcoin, because they will give you a much higher return in the upcoming weeks than the dollar ever will, right? And this is a system of design. Let's jump over and look at Ethereum. Ethereum to BTC. This thing is in between cycles right now, nowhere near as strong, and that's because it's already had a quick little run over here. This happened late December, but while Bitcoin was, going down, sinking pretty fast, Ethereum came in the clutch. Actually made a lot of people a lot of money. I think Ethereum actually saved the market with this run that it had. What's interesting is you almost have this double top formation, a very gradual double top formation, but I think that's going to essentially serve, you see it's holding right now, but it's going to serve as a ceiling for us moving into the future. You see that? That's basically going to be our ceiling, which means if we can find the right floor, which could be right around there, we're basically creating this long wedge, right? This is basically overkill down here. You can almost X that out. I don't think we'll be falling that low anymore. I think we're really in that wedge right up in there, right? That little triangle right here. So if you wanted to stretch this thing out, essentially once we get to the end of it, once those lines come together, that should be where you see some positive momentum coming back into Ethereum. The bad news for any of you ETH hodlers out there is, that doesn't look like it'll be to the middle of September. So ETH, unfortunately, on this formation as it stands today, isn't looking very strong, right? We could do something like that, but again, that only buys you a couple weeks, and you're still, stuck like Chuck to the middle of September before you have any positive energy in the market. You may see a spike as early as August 1st, but again, most of your big energy is going to be coming the middle of September for Ethereum, between August and September, right? So I would say hold off on ETH for now, but one that is looking a little bit more promising is Superman put the S on his chest, what I'm saying, and that's LTC. Litecoin on a 343 is looking much better. This is on Binance, which is it's a shorter data set, but it still works nonetheless. What we can see is boom. That's just a basic formation. One step formation came right back down to the 1.0. Even if I wanted to take it up top, come down to it, you see we're essentially consolidated right on top of the 618. This is money on money down there. And if you notice, right, our risk, the volatility has changed considerably. And it looks like we may be ready to make a big move with Litecoin. I'm pretty sure I was one of the only ones in the market that predicted this Litecoin breakout right here. I made a video like on December 6th, somewhere right there, and I said buy you some LTC, and sure enough, bam, hit him over the head with it. Came over the top like King James for 39%. Hold on, let me count that up. Because see, people that have been rocking out with me, y'all just go back to December. You know what I'm saying? Look at the first 142%. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You know? So here we go. We're coming right back down to the 618, which means, you know, we're actually past due on this thing now that I'm looking at it. Breakout, breakdown, flatline, right? So breakout, breakdown, flatline. We're past due on Litecoin, which means more than likely before August, we should get back up to right there if this energy holds through. And that's going to be 30%. That's not bad. That's not bad. So Litecoin is looking pretty good. I'm going to have to write this one down and maybe come back to it on a solo video, right? Whenever I find charts like that, I just, you know, write them down, take a note, and come back to them to give them, you know, give them the shine that they need, you know, to fulfill that energy cycle. But this one, I think this is the breadwinner for the 4 horsemen, and this is Bitcoin Cash on the 343. If you recall, the second day Bitcoin came out, I jumped down to a 7-minute chart, showed y'all a complete parabola on the 343, and said scared money don't make none. Just go back, do your history. I don't delete none of my videos, you know. Probably one of the reasons the powers that be, you know, don't like my 300 plus archive on here. They said I'm giving away too much of this knowledge for free. They want y'all to run to Wall Street and keep them circle jerk boys in business. I said no. I said no. Right? So that's a channel. That's a channel. That's interesting. This thing is developing the same kind of channels as Bitcoin, which is very intriguing. Bitcoin has these 45-degree channels just like that, right? Which means it has the exact same psychology. All right. So we can do something like this. There it goes. It looks crazy because it's running sideways. It's running perpendicular to our perspective. But this is pretty accurate with regards to the energy flow inside this chart. Breakout, breakdown, and that's our flat line. Which means that when this whole thing runs through, right? If we take that to the crown of that 231, right there. So if we stretch this out to the crown of that 231 behind it, we should be coming into a whole new bull market for Bitcoin Cash very, very soon. And ultimately, that should take us up top one time, 100%. Should take us to all-time highs. We'll probably run into a little bit of resistance right there. But judging on this thing, we should clear that in the middle of July. The middle of July is going to be a beautiful time for Bitcoin Cash. Middle of July is going to be a good time for a lot of coins, but in particular for this one, which means we'll probably break all-time highs in the middle of July. And that's where we'll hit those two hurdles right there. We'll clear through those with the energy that's coming back. That hurdle and that hurdle. But when that happens, that's going to catapult us up to this hurdle right there. So there you go. I think Bitcoin Cash is you know, the dark horse in the race. Bitcoin Cash, and I was supposed to do, okay, I'll trade it out. No Neo. Litecoin, my bad. Bitcoin Cash is the dark horse. Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin look very, very, very good. You know, Neo's not ready yet. That's why it's not on the list. So there you go, guys. That's what it is. For my long-term accumulators, I would definitely say Bitcoin Cash. And for my short-term traders, I would say Litecoin. And just in case you were curious, that is how you chart like a boss. Oh, so there you go. If you in the chat right now, do me a favor, shout your country out. I'm gonna come right back to you guys in about 2.5 minutes. You know, the biggest thing I try to do as I come, you know, back into my prime on this live stream is really just let you guys know the importance of the opportunity at hand. I always say cryptocurrency is the death to currency, and this is a system of design. Every dollar that drives across that blockchain bridge does not drive back. It disappears from their system of fractional reserve lending, and it reappears as paid for in full equity on the most secure network in the world, quite possibly of all time. Blockchain is arguably the best invention known to man outside of the written word. A lot of people talk about that written word. Couple famous words taken out of that written word. I am, right? Well, with the blockchain, it is. It is truth. It is legacy. It is lineage. It is proven. It is forever. It is residual. It is unbreakable, and it is unstoppable. Right? So a lot of people ask, what's the intrinsic value? You know, these MFs on Bloomberg with they shirts buttoned all the way up to the top and tied too tight with no cuff links because they just got their shirt at JCPenney. These people on Bloomberg, what's the intrinsic value of Bitcoin? There's no intrinsic value. You can't print a Bitcoin. You can't make a derivative on it. You can't loan out against it. You absolutely right. And that's the point. Bitcoin gives power back to the people. You don't need no trickle-down economics for that, right? So that's the opportunity we got, everybody. If you appreciate that, make sure you do 2 things for me. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. What that does, that invites you back to every video I put out. And it's going to be, you know, a couple hundred that I put out before the close of 2018 because I got to get these words out, right? 2 channels right now. #1 Bitcoin videos in the world. BK CryptoTrader, the boss of Bitcoin. Type that in on patreon.com if you are trying to get paid, because we got some products and packages over there, you know, that's knocking their heads off. I'm trying to let you know I just made my people about 30% on one pick this week, and that's Bitcoin. That's not no dollars. I don't care about USD because USD ain't done nothing for me. I care about BTC because I want my people to be free. You understand? So we got the profit package, BK's weekly forecast, the top 7 every 7 days delivered straight to your phone, inbox, notification device, whatever you want. If you want me to airmail it to you, I could print one out and ship it directly to your door. I don't mind, right? You just need to jump on the money train because it's leaving the station soon. So do that. Patreon.com, BK CryptoTrader. That's my name. Making people money is my game, right? And we go keep it moving. That's all it is. That's all it's going to be, and that's all there ever was. So with that being said, let's see who we got rocking out with us right now. I'm jumping on YouTube. I see y'all. I appreciate the support. Hold on. All right. Here we go. So let's see who we got. Canada, big in the building, 2 times back-to-back. What's up? Ireland, Miss 90 Crypto holding it down for New Zealand. Big Sid in DC. Adam holding it down. West Palm Beach, you know what I'm saying? Nice little city down there. I know something about Green Acres, right? Tijuana in the house, Big Nick, I appreciate you. New Jersey, it's good to see you. Saudi, you know what I'm saying? All across the ocean, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Tuning in from the Bay, Valley of the Moon, Big Spence, boss walking on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Wisconsin, shout out to my Badgers. You know what I'm saying? Number 56, Barry Alvarez, the last of a dying breed. What can I say? JJ, no money in attendance. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. PA, what up? San Diego, Big Dan, Fresno, Cali, and Netherlands. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Them bobbleheads on TV want you to listen to them talking in their microphone, talking about we're the United Nations of the world. Let me tell you something. That's the United Nations right there. One source, one cause, one initiative of the people, for the people, by the people. Don't be fooled. Don't be deceived. Buy back your freedom and transfer it to the blockchain. With that being said, it's that time of the day. Signing out. This is the boss. Yo, boy BK, no matter where you stay. Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Jerk, my name. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Copy and paste the URL of this video. Text somebody you care about. You know what I'm saying? Text your cousin. You know, or your little brother. Little sister, too. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Until we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh?